All right, after a sweep, two sweeps in the bottom half of the bracket, and Corpus Christi advances to the semifinal tomorrow. I got Chloe Simon with me first. Chloe, offensive efficiency tonight. I thought you guys were getting scoring from all over the place. Talk a little bit about how you guys were able to score at will, really. I thought a lot in that match.
Well, I mean, we're just kind of have weapons from every spot. Like if our outside doesn't score and we just get the ball back, then just know we're setting the middle. The middle is going to score, and if middle doesn't score, then we go to the right side and the right side score. It's kind of like we're just deadly at every pin in the middle too. So okay, there's not really any stopping, especially if all of us are on in one night too. So
You guys kind of made me eat my words a couple times. Corpus Christi, an offensive-minded team, not a team that typically puts up a tremendous block, but I thought the blocking actually tonight was very, very good. I thought Rachel Young and Sam Duminy did a good job on defense tonight too.
yes, absolutely. We've really been working on that lately. That's something that we've kind of been at the bottom of the conference with. And so just in the last like probably month in practice, we've really been focusing on that, and just our middles have gotten so much better at like moving side to side fast and getting up and setting the block, and it makes it so easy on defense too, to where Carissa's easy to make, like can make the reads really easy, and then on middle back we're just chasing down balls because it's going high off their hands, or like we're even just getting stuff blocks. So it's helping out so much lately.
Of course, I've got a chance with radio with SFA to see you play several times. I remember back in the 2017 Southland Conference Tournament that was hosted at your place, your freshman year. And I think about you now, I think of you as so much more of a confident player than that year. And I also think of you as a more complete player than that year. Would those two things be fair, that both confidence and completeness as a player between freshman and junior years increased?
Yes, I would say for sure. I feel like now I have more of a place and more of a voice on the team. I'm just older. I have more experience than I did my freshman year. And of course, as a freshman, you're a lot more nervous than you are whenever you get those years under your belt. And especially just our team this year, like everyone's so open and we're all like very close to where it's very easy to just talk to everyone and like get feedback from everyone too. So they definitely go hand in hand with each other.
Well, mentioning a freshman, you got a star back there in the jersey. Everywhere I went this season, they'd ask me about Carissa Barnes. Got to be nice to be flanked by a libero that passes as well and digs and rally as good as Carissa does.
Yeah, absolutely. She's like one of our key players 100%. Like there's not a ball that she basically can't touch. Like I'm convinced that she can pretty much dig every ball that I dig whenever I'm back row with her too. And even when she's like cutting us off and passing perfectly, like it's so encouraged on our team that if you're going to pass a ball perfect, to cut everyone off, and she owns it every time she does. So she's really helped our team like tremendously.
I think everyone for the whole time that she's been at Corpus has known Madison Green. Had a chance to talk to her earlier this season. Great all-around player, but I want to bring up the name Faith Panhans and get you to comment a little bit. Coach Green gone more into that sort of modified 6'2". Of course, we've seen a lot of that back at our place. I think that's allowed Green to even add an additional dimension when Faith's out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially Green, she's definitely one of our top hitters and even a top hitter in the conference. And so, like, to have Faith go in there as a freshman and just own the court with confidence and like lead us with her setting, it allows Green to hit and just go off. Like people cannot stop her. She's so smart. Even if she's like jumping or a little off balance, she usually still gets a kill. So she's very hard to defend, and just so she has a high volleyball IQ that no matter what, the ball is going down on the other side of the court whenever she's taking a swing.
Only 9 wins last year. With this win now up to 16. Um, I think that through this season, Corpus Christi's played better and better and better. At the beginning of the conference slate, had some matches where there were a little bit of struggles, but things seem to have gotten right. What's been the key to kind of settle into a niche here at just the right time?
I really think we just kind of found a groove. Like last year was tough. I mean, like you said, we only had 9 wins, and so coming into a new season, you're kind of coming off of that season like, well, that wasn't good, and want to push and stuff. But at first, things like we're going okay, but not exactly how we wanted to. And then it's just kind of like eventually we just all started clicking, and everyone started working hard and challenging each other in practice. And then especially adding key players like Faith and Carissa on the team, like they're unstoppable, and they just help our offense all around and defense. So
Well, so Stephen F. Austin already matched up with you twice back when we were in Nacogdoches. We had a big crowd that night. I heard Coach Green talk to Maddie about that when Stephen F. Austin was in your place. The weather was horrible that night. I came into the gym like I'd taken a third shower or so. But neutral court now tomorrow. I think this is what's interesting about this matchup is now crowd at SFA out of it, Dugan out of it, neutral court. You see that kind of as a possible a different flow to this match tomorrow than what we've seen.
Right, absolutely. I definitely say it's kind of an advantage, but I mean, almost for both teams. Like, we're not going to be there and they're not going to be at our place. But even when we were here on last Saturday and we played at UCA here, it's kind of like in their gym where they always play, the crowd was loud and everything. But today it didn't seem like quite as like that because it almost felt like a more neutral site because, I mean, we've never played in there and they, I'm sure, don't play in there very often. So it definitely, I feel like tomorrow will be an advantage for both of us and it'll be like just more like calmer atmosphere for sure.
All the high seeds hold on day one in the quarterfinal. Chloe Simon, I think one of the more improved confidence and all-around players in the Southland Conference. Thanks, Chloe, for the time.
Thank you, and go Durs.